evening. Bill Taylor in here. Friday night in the Ken's 5 Digital Center. Big weekend in Poteet if you've got plans. And this really is festival season, right? I mean, we're coming off Fiesta. This weekend in Poteet, we're celebrating strawberries. Next week, we're getting corny in Helotes. I don't know what annual, but it's 75 years of the Poteet Strawberry Festival. Then Cornival is next week in Helotes. So back-to-back weekends of fun. First stop, Poteet. Second will be H-Town. Helotians will be celebrating corn. That's where the name comes from, by the way, if you didn't know that. Elotes is Spanish for corn with the E, L-O-T-E-S. So Helotes, the corn capital. All right, so highs today. 92s, 94 Del Rio, 97 Eagle Pass, Pearsall, Cotulla. Boy, that's hot stuff. Remember, we should be around 81, so we're even above average here with that 89. Daughter Carmen, Emily, Bella, all watching. Carmen, Emily, Bella. Carmen, Emily, and Bella on a Friday night, all three of you? This is awesome. Bill Taylor here. Here's to Carmen, Emily, and Bella. Good to the last drop. This is the good stuff, the Pikes Peak. Somebody maybe said something because I was talking about how they've got the bougie coffee. The K-Cups upstairs are Starbucks K-Cups, and we've got the Dunkin' Donuts down here in the newsroom. Well, a box of the Pikes Peak Starbucks showed up. Maybe somebody was listening. I don't know. Hey, David, magnitude 5.7 quake affected countries Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy. Really? 2 miles. About 4 hours ago. Wow, really? That's a good-sized quake. Thanks, David. Good evening, Stephanie. I've been doing good. I don't think it's going to be more than, say, half an inch. I mean, I would hope for some of the totals are looking 3/4 to maybe an inch on the high side. So let's say at least half an inch, and this is going to be starting Sunday night, but mainly Monday night. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa. So glad everybody's watching. Happy Friday night. Yeah, big air show tomorrow, Randolph Air Force Base. Should be a lot of fun. Weather should be just right. Hey, Terry, good to see you. Hope all is good. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday both at Randolph on the air show. So we'll get that in without a problem. I mean, it might be a little cloudy early tomorrow, so keep that in mind on your Saturday. It might be a little bit of patchy drizzle. We didn't see much form today. We stayed cloudy, and boy, you could see, I mean, our atmosphere is just moisture loaded. I mean, that's where we had those dark, low clouds early this morning that looked like they were going to rain any second, and nothing, no trigger to really get it going. So sometimes you'll get a little bit of drizzle out of those, but this morning we didn't. Might see it tomorrow, and then we'll get a little afternoon sun, about 86 or 87 for the high. It'll be breezy on Saturday, too. In fact, let's take a look at the winds. We've got a strong Gulf fetch moving in a lot of the humidity, and that's going to stay in place for sure. Now, where are my future winds? All right, I don't see them yet. Stand by, stand by. There we go. And we'll look at the next 24 hours in winds. Oh, yeah, 25, 30, then holding right around upper 20s to 30. Yeah, look at that, all the way through even Sunday. So breezy weekend. Expect winds this weekend for sure. Let me show that right there, too. That's pretty impressive. All right, now the setup. So we've got this high cranking in all that Gulf moisture, and then we've got the dry line out to the west. By the way, I'll show you radar in a moment. The Severe Prediction Center has a moderate to enhanced risk along that dry line, North Texas, well, I should say West Texas up into the Panhandle of Oklahoma, as well as up into Kansas, Nebraska. I mean, it's a pretty long line of what could be pretty strong storms tonight. You can see the front's not far behind the dry line. It's going to be coming through here once it gets a good push in the upper levels, and we'll push through. Did you see the meme I posted? No, I didn't, Chris. Why didn't I see that? On Instagram? Or on Facebook? I have to look at that. Now I'm interested. Hi, Diane. No rain at the air show, Terry. I mean, maybe a sprinkle. You think the air show? No, not at all, Josh. I think it's going on without a hitch. No problem. And I'm really curious to see that. Hey, Brian, hope everything's great. Oh, I appreciate that. What is the Pineapple Express? That's going to be when the jet is coming out of the southeastern Pacific and pretty much, towards Hawaii, pushing that southern jet into the west coast. So they call it the Pineapple Express. I think it's 9 o'clock. David, what time's the air show start tomorrow?
Gates open at 9.
9 a.m.
Demonstration started at 11.
Okay, so gates open at 9 because they'll have a lot of aircraft out to look at and tour, and then the show starts at 11. Thank you, David. Yo, Pete, there he is. So yeah, I want to show you that we'll get some good push from the upper levels, and that's what this is right here. When this trough swings through, which will be over the weekend, you can see once it gets east of the Rockies, most of the highest amount of that upper level energy is going to be to our north. There's a better way to look at that, and it's called wind shear. And this shows you high amounts of wind shear, and it's going to be in that blue. This is the setup for tonight's severe weather possibility across West Texas. You can see that blue indicating higher level wind shear, and that's going to mean as you're going up in the atmosphere, the winds are increasing fast as you go up in altitude. So we've got some wind shear here, but it's a bit on the low side tonight. Now, as we put this in motion, and we'll see exactly what we're looking at as we head into Monday, you see a little bit of blue starting to show up, okay, just briefly there on Monday, and then it starts to relax again, okay? So let me just back this up. It's right about there. See that? So there's going to be there's a little bit of a shear environment coming in Sunday night, early Monday, and strong upper level winds like this are a good ingredient for severe thunderstorms. So with that in mind, the Severe Prediction Center says a 1 out of 5 chance. I mean, it's not a high risk, it's a less than slight that we see quarter hail, maybe a little larger, winds of about 60. Isolated tornado can't be ruled out, but it's a very low probability. I mean, the highest risks will be hail and high winds. But again, it's a 1 out of 5, so it's certainly not a sure thing. Thunderbirds, thank you, Lucy, flying at 3. I probably won't be there, Terry. 3 p.m. both days. Nice. Love that you guys are answering. What's up, Moses? There he is. What's going on? Yeah. Good to see you, man. I think the main concern at the air show is the ceiling. Yes, it is, Josh. If the ceiling's too low, they'll have some issues. I hope by the time they're flying, especially 3 o'clock, they should be in much better shape. No, John, that's not going to happen. Facebook. Okay, Chris, I'm going to look that up after this. Thanks so much. I really want to see what you did there. Oh, from Lackland? Probably not. That's, Lackland and Randolph are really opposite sides of the city, so probably not going to see it from Lackland. All right, so let's take a look at tomorrow's future radar, and you'll see that we've got a couple of sprinkles available early, and that's it. And we should get some afternoon sun, holding around 85 according to this model. Okay, that won't be bad. I was going about 87, 88 for tomorrow, kind of like today. I mean, we're not expecting much of a change from what we saw today, tomorrow, or even Sunday, but by Sunday night, we've got that chance as the front gets closer. And here's the rainfall. Now, keep in mind, even though it's 7-day rain forecast between now and next Friday, the bulk of this is falling by midday Tuesday. I mean, pretty much between Sunday night, midday Tuesday is going to be the time frame on rainfall. And you can see that it's, better up I-35, a little bit better over the recharge zone for the Edwards Aquifer, which is great. But San Antonio and south, especially, and southeast, surprisingly enough, the lowest rainfall totals. So, typically, it's the other way around. We're going to have the lowest out to the west, especially southwest. Not this time around. It looks like we've got a better chance as we get into north and northeast. So, a couple things on this. First, the aquifer, because if we don't start getting rain, if we don't get at least something out of this, and we just continue to drop on this aquifer. Now, this was only 0.3 of a foot from yesterday to today. Remember, conservation is a water source. So please, please, please follow the stage 2 water restrictions. You water once per week based on your address. And in stage 2, it's the 7-11 rule. So you find your address, like today would have been 8 and 9. If your address ended in 8 and 9, you could be watering right now because it's between 7 and 11 p.m. or between 7 and 11 a.m. Those are the 2 time frames of the day that you can water. So now we're watching the 10-day average at 647.1. It's that middle number of the 3 smalls there. That's the number for the stage restriction level. And so if that goes to 640 feet, we go to stage 3 for the first time in city history. The stage 2 restrictions, like I said, watering once per week, that'll all move into stage 3. We were kind of talking about it in the newsroom. Don't you all remember, it was a while back that we had water restrictions discussed where you can't ask, or restaurants can't serve water unless you're asked, unless they're asked. Oh, I messed that up. Restaurants just can't put water on the tables. You have to ask for water. That was one of the parts of the restrictions. It was really unique. Downtown fountains. I remember also about the pools. Like if you get a new pool, you can only 50% is saws. You have to ship in another 50%. I don't know where, like I guess some outside water company or something. I mean, pool companies will know, I'm sure. All right, so this was another huge blow to the sinuses, if you will. Look at this. Oak goes back up to 5 figures, even though we've peaked, and we should be starting to see the end of oak season by the 2nd week of May. It's still holding pretty strong right now. Molds went up. It's near 2,000 in heavy. Even pecan and pine are higher than they were yesterday. So this was a brutal day for allergy sufferers. I'm really sorry. All right, let's see what we got. Anything else? Not much. 7-day forecast time. Did the drought change? Yes, Alan. So we've now got a little bit more extreme drought in San Antonio. Exceptional is still to the south and west. There was one pocket of exceptional over Gillespie County and northern Kendall County. Really small pocket there. But most of us are, if not severe, extreme. Extreme is taken up from San Antonio west. So we really need this rain. High probability Monday night. Not as much rain as we'd like, but hey, we'll take what we can get. Every drop's a blessing at this point. Every drop. So pray for rain, because once we get to Sunday, the chances get a little better Sunday night, Monday night. And then we're dry again for a while. All right. Oh, that's going to wrap it up, guys. It's Friday night. If you go to Poteet, make sure to have a lot of fun. Be safe. I heard the line, Ryan went down there for 4, 5, and 6 when he was leaving. He said the line was long. All right, make it a good weekend. God bless you. We'll see you at 10.